listen what the general tell you now.
So 1995 is coming to an end. Had a little bit of war, had a little bit of peace, had a little bit of quiet time, and had a whole lot of music.
Whoopity doo! Good morning. It's Uncle Lou here. Yeah, that's right. It's me, Uncle Lou. Live for you on LouTube tonight. Hey, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Also, in addition to that as well, broadcasting live from the garage once again, but getting closer. The days in here are definitely numbered now. I'll give you an update on that if anyone's interested. Let me know. I talked about it a little bit on the morning show. I don't want to bore you again, so if you're curious, let me know. But this is a college football call-in show. Uncle Lou After Dark. Been doing this show a long time. YouTube's longest-running college football call-in show, so appreciate all you guys and girls tuning in this evening. We're going to talk some college football today. The phone number, if you'd like to be on the show, 706-786-4481. 706-786-4481 is the number. We've got 3 people on hold already, so I will get with those 3 people here shortly, very soon. But I do appreciate y'all tuning in. A little bit of college football news today. Kind of a sad week, though, really. This was supposed to be the start of the college football season. This coming up weekend, August 29th, was the quote-unquote week 0. Now, there wasn't really any good games scheduled, but there was 2 Power 5 teams scheduled to play. They were both Pac-12 teams, a handful of other games, and then, of course, next weekend, Labor Day weekend, was supposed to kick it all off. You guys know the story by now, but a couple of the Power 5 conferences have canceled. A few of the Group of 5 conferences have canceled. We're left with the ACC, the SEC, and the Big 12 within the Power 5, and they have pushed their seasons back to middle and late September. So we got about another month to wait and sort of cross our fingers and hope for good news. And I think things are trending in the right direction today. Now, you know, this has changed, it seems like, on a daily basis. Some days you get a lot of good news. Some days you get a lot of bad news. I think things are trending the right way. In terms of the 3 remaining Power 5 conferences, at least attempting to play some football in September. Will they make it through the entire season? I don't have any idea. I certainly hope so. I don't want anybody getting sick, and that would be the only reason it got canceled. So, you know, nobody wants that, and we all want some college football. So fingers crossed that they're able to pull this off. But we got a ways to wait still. There is a game or 2 this weekend. It's podunk teams, and then there's a handful of games even next weekend, too. Labor Day night, Monday night, which was supposed to be Georgia versus Virginia, was supposed to be the big game that Labor Day night. Never fear. BYU is here. That's right, BYU versus Navy, scheduled to kick it off Labor Day night, a week from this coming Monday, and you do have some games that Saturday, too. But, again, most of us are Power 5 fans, and we've got about another month to wait on that. So we'll see what happens. But I think things are headed in the right direction. Let me know what you think. Where's your confidence level at right now in terms of the 2020 football season? You can let me know when you call in. Let me know in the comments section. I do my best to try to catch as many comments as I can, but if I pay too close of attention to the comments, then I end up ignoring the callers, and that's not good either. But anyway, I do appreciate all of you tuning in. 78 of you watching so far. So thank you guys for tuning in. Michael Vick, what's up, buddy? Bears, Cubs, Canes, Rack Dog, Celine Driver, Bob the Barner, the Troll Patrol, Alan V. Good morning to you, sir. Big Dog Brett. Excuse me, sorry. Good to see you in here, sir. Mike Williams, Atypical Gump, Rattlehead is here. Neo, Jerry Wells, Jamie Newman. Sir. Less hanging out in the Uncle Lou comment section. More preparing for football. Brian, what's up, buddy? Will Thorogood, Alex Robles, X-Wing Sports, Blackhawk Central. Sleeta is here. Good morning, sir. P. Digits, good to see you in here, sir. Austin Morris, Glenn P. Bad Vibes. Forever. Damn, forever? Jeez. Jackpot, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Looking forward to your post-game videos this year, sir. I'm expecting probably, unfortunately for you, I'm expecting probably 7 meltdowns from you this year, sir. Sorry for your luck. Alfred DeSavage, Tim Jones, Joseph Curry, Kevin Cook. Appreciate all y'all tuning in. Means a lot to me. We do this show 2 nights a week in the off season, which we'll see how much longer that lasts. But it's, as of now, still the off season. Do this show 2 nights a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 p.m. Don't forget about the morning show with me and BVD. We have a lot of fun on that show, too. Some sports on that show, but a lot of non-sports stuff, too. The night show is pretty much 100% college football year-round. That morning show, it's kind of a mixed bag. You never know really what's going to happen there. Some exciting developments next week on the morning show, though. If you guys know Chess Hall, our buddy TikTok Chess Hall, he'll be doing a mukbang challenge on the morning show next week. That's right. Chess Hall will be doing a mukbang challenge. It's a timed event. How do y'all think he's going to do? Now, he has to eat as many fortune cookies as he can in 10 minutes while wearing a kimono. I am sending him the fortune cookies and the kimono. So he will be wearing a kimono with no shirt underneath. The kimono is at least 2 sizes too small. And he's going to be doing a mukbang challenge with fortune cookies. How many can he eat in 10 minutes? Now, he has to crack the cookie, read the fortune, eat the cookie. Crack, read, eat. Crack, read, eat. Crack, read, eat. How many can he do in 10 minutes? We'll find out next week on the morning show. That'll be live. We'll have him on Skype so we can see him do it. I've already talked to him about the lighting situation, so we should be good to go there. But that'll be interesting. That's next week on the morning show. But don't wait till next week to tune in. We don't do the morning show on Wednesday, but we'll be back Thursday and Friday morning this week. If you haven't checked out the morning show yet, make sure you check it out. We have a really good time on there. And, one other thing. Watch Pigskin Pete's show tomorrow night. I don't have any live shows tomorrow. I don't have any in the morning. I don't have any shows tomorrow. Watch Pigskin Pete's call-in show tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. You can thank me later. Trust me. I'm a trustworthy guy. Watch Pigskin Pete call-in show tomorrow, Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Thank you. God bless. All right. Don't forget about the super chats down below. If you want to support what I'm trying to do here on the channel, that's a good way to do it. Thumbs up the video. Share the videos with your friends. Make sure you subscribe to both channels. This is the live show channel. My main channel, Uncle Lou, is where I post all my pointless college football videos. So you're going to want to make sure you check those out too. They're funny. They're either funny because they're funny or they're funny because they're so bad they're funny. That determination, as always, is left up to you, the viewer. And if you'd like me to get 100% of your donation without YouTube stealing half, there is a PayPal link. There it is. The mods will post it one or two other times throughout the show. Feel free to hit that as well. All right, let's get to some phone calls, see what they want to talk about, and then maybe we'll talk some college football news. Good morning, but you're on with Uncle Lou, though.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, Michael Vick, good morning, sir. I heard a rumor. Is it true, yes or no?
Is what true?
The rumor that I heard.
What's the rumor?
It's about you.
Oh, yeah, what is that? That I'm gonna be on the morning show?
That's right. Little bird flew in here and told me you're going to be a guest on the morning show soon. Is that true?
Yeah, I guess so.
So we're going to be treated to like an hour and a half of this.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you. And then when's that going to be?
Monday.
Monday? Monday?
Yeah, Monday.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
Monday,
probably the day before Chess Hall's mukbang.
Yep.
Now that's pretty good. You wouldn't want to go after Chess Hall's mukbang. It would be hard to live up to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, are you excited?
Yeah. Yeah, of course I'm excited.
Yeah. You looking forward to it?
Yeah.
You gonna get your good night's sleep Sunday evening?
Yeah.
You gonna get up on time and,
Yeah, I'll do that.
and so we can call you and get you on Monday morning? You're not gonna pull a Chess Hall, are you?
No, I'll be on time. I won't pull a Chess Hall.
I didn't think you would. What's on your mind tonight, Michael Vick?
Okay. Yeah. So I wanted to get your prediction. Yeah, on the game this Saturday. Yeah, the FCS kickoff game between Austin P and Central Arkansas.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Central Arkansas to win by at least 2 touchdowns.
No, I'll take Austin P.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, I guess we'll see who's right. I mean, I don't really know anything about these two teams.
I had a feeling you didn't.
Yeah, I just remember. Yeah, we played Austin P to open the season in 2018.
That's right.
Yeah, you remember that? Yeah.
Yeah, I do seem
yeah.
to remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think this is going to be an epic matchup, right? Don't you think?
Now, this might be the most watched FCS game in history.
I know.
Because people are pretty desperate right now for some football.
Desperate,
So.
yeah. Yeah, we'll take anything at this point. Yeah.
Right. Boy, Monday's going to be amazing.
It sure is. Yep. Sorry, it's going to be must-see TV.
No, lady, how about you shut the up? I'm doing YouTube, bitch.
So, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere till at least 11 or so.
Okay. Right,
You there?
I guess.
You there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
You still there? Okay.
Yeah, I'm still here. Okay, so, yes, that's all I wanted to talk to you about.
Okay, Michael Vick. Well, I can't wait to have you on the show Monday. Should be great. Thank you for calling in this evening, sir, and I hope you have a great week. Thank you also, and too. Yeah. Bears, Cubs, Canes. Thank you for hitting the PayPal link, sir. I really appreciate that. You are good people. He says, here's your $10, sir. You've earned it and deserve it. Well, thank you. Thank you. Yesterday, every day that goes by now becomes the hardest day ever for me to sit out in this garage. The closer I get to knowing that I don't have to sit out here anymore, the harder it becomes to actually sit out here. I'm not going to lie. I'm struggling. But it won't be long. It will not be. Monday at the latest. By next Monday at the latest, I will be out of here. And it could be sooner. Stay tuned. It could be sooner. But it's getting hard to sit out here. I'm not going to lie. It's getting very hard to sit out here. So I'm going to go ahead and agree with you that I deserve it because it's 10:30 at night right here, and I'm soaking wet out here. I mean, I'm sweating head to toe. It's about 90 degrees at 10:15 at night with 90% humidity. It's ridiculous. You can't even check the mail here without losing 5 pounds in sweat. It's just insane. Brian Brigman, thank you for hitting the PayPal. Sir, I appreciate that. Thank you for supporting the show today. He says, would you say that a 10-game SEC-only schedule, that whoever wins the SEC championship will be the best SEC team ever? No, I don't think you can say that just because they would have beaten 10 SEC teams. I mean, has anyone ever beaten 10 SEC teams in a year? That's an interesting, probably not, but so they'll have that. But I don't think you can automatically say that if someone goes 10-0, they would be the best SEC team ever. You'd have to look at some other things too. But it would be an accomplishment that will probably never be repeated. Right now, you play 8 conference games. Well, let's see. Now, Georgia and Alabama played technically 10 SEC games in 2017 because they played 8 SEC games in the regular season. Bama played 9, Georgia played 10, right? Georgia played 8 SEC teams in the regular season. Then they played a 9th SEC team in the SEC championship game, and then they played a 10th SEC team in the national title game. But they lost 2 of those games. Of course, they lost the national title, and they lost during the regular season on the road at the Barn. So they were 8-2 against the SEC. So I don't think anyone has ever beaten 10 SEC teams in the same season. So they would be the first to do that, but I don't think you can automatically say that would make them the best. They could end up being the best, but I think we'll have to compare it to some other SEC teams at the end of the year if that's what happens. But thank you for the super chat. RB Smata, I mean PayPal. Sorry, not super chat. RB Smata, thank you for hitting the PayPal, sir. He says it's cool that you have the fortune of hosting Chess Hall's Mukbang. I see what you did there with a little play on words. You see, I have the fortune of hosting Chess Hall's Mukbang. That did not. Nothing gets past me, sir. I have an amazing grasp of the obvious, so I get what you're doing there with the fortune cookie reference. And thank you for that, sir. Thank you for supporting the show. Glad you're in here. Now, what do you say we get back to the phone? It's going to be hard to top that first call, but someone's about to give it a try. Good morning. You're on with
Uncle Lou. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. I actually got 2 questions I want to ask.
Okay, I'll provide 2 answers.
Okay. One is what's your prediction between, I think it's BYU and Navy?
Navy by 50.
Oh, I'm running with you on that one. And then the other question is what did you think of the Rose Bowl game between Georgia and Oklahoma?
I'm trying to figure out if that's some kind of a troll question because, that was one of the greatest college football games ever played.
Right.
And I tend to agree with the other 99% of the population who feels that way. So that's my thoughts on that game.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Great game.
All right. Appreciate it, Uncle Lou. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for the call, sir. It was good to hear from you. Back to the phone lines. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Hey, Lou.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, Lou. It's Nate the Great. Don't be late. Nate the Great. Don't be late. A.K.A. Nick Kingston. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm good. I was not late.
Me either.
Okay, good.
So, well, I was going to talk about like for a little bit. So you know how I said what was your email and stuff? You reading yours.
Yeah, I got your. I got your email.
Oh, you did? Oh.
Yeah, I got
okay.
your email. Yeah.
Well, I know. Well, since you got my email, but it said on mine, it said the email does not exist. But oh well, it works. I mean, but as what was I gonna say? It's best that you got it. There you go.
Yeah, it's always good. It's always good when you receive your emails.
Yeah. And one more question. I've been wearing a mask since my young adult program started. When I have a beard, it itches. Why is that? When I have a beard, when I wear a mask, I really don't know that.
You say your beard makes you itch?
But with the mask, like if I wear a mask.
Have you tried washing your beard?
Like, I mean, I don't really. I save the beard to grow, and so I mean.
Let me ask you this: Have you tried shaving your beard?
Yeah, I shave my beard. Like, if it's like long enough. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, Lou, I'm hoping to be on the show soon, and thanks for let me call you in.
Yeah, Nate, good to hear from you, sir. I'm glad you got through. It's always good to hear from you, sir. We'll talk to you again soon, I'm sure. Thank you for the call. All right, what's going on here now? Yeah, but good morning, but you're on with Uncle Ludo.
What's up, Lou? This is Michael Gill. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I just wanted to call, and first time calling into the nighttime show. Just wanted to say thank you for having me on the morning show this morning. I had a hell of a time.
Yeah, it was great.
And I just wanted to ask you if you think the hype surrounding Jamie Newman is legit, or if you think Juan Mathis is going to make a run at it.
Yes, I think it's legit. I tried to tell everybody 6 months ago that Jamie Newman was going to be the best quarterback in the SEC this year, and people laughed me off the internet. Now look, he's the third best quarterback in college football according to every list you look at. So
he looks like the Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion
now,
by the pictures I've seen.
There's a lot of Georgia fans. There's a lot of Georgia fans who pretend to be at practice every day. I don't know if they really are or not, but the idea that just these people on Facebook are just attending practices just boggles the mind. These practices are locked down like Fort Knox. So I don't know.
They're just like me and you, watching the internet, hoping to find out something.
The number of people saying that JT Daniels appears to be the best quarterback on the team is alarming to me, because I'm telling you right now, if JT Daniels starts over Jamie Newman, he better throw for 350 a game. And average about 3 or 4 touchdowns a game, because I am going to be absolutely irate if JT Daniels gets the start and does not light it up. I'm not going to have any. He's not getting any benefit of doubt from me. He's on a very short leash with me. JT Daniels is. It's Jamie Newman's time to play at the University of Georgia. I don't want to see JT Daniels play this year. I don't. Now, I'd love to be wrong, and JT Daniels starts and lights the world on fire, and Georgia goes 10-0, and then 11-0, and then 13-0, and wins a national title, and I'll be the first one to say I was wrong. I would love for that to happen. But if he starts, I don't have any patience for a JT Daniels style quarterback anymore. Not when we have Jamie Newman and Juan Mathis on the roster. My patience is used up.
If that's the case, Lou, if JT Daniels ends up starting and Jamie Newman, a graduate transfer, ends up coming to Georgia for his 1 year of NFL spotlight. If that happens, then you can kiss ever signing another black dual threat quarterback ever again out the window. It will never happen. And in all honesty, I've defended the University of Georgia when the Justin Fields stuff came about, and like I spoke up for the university. But if that happens, then I have to say, listen, maybe there's some truth to all this shit. And in all honesty, like, I wouldn't recommend coming here either.
Well, and let me say this, and I don't want to pretend like there was nothing racial involved with Justin Fields. Maybe there was. I don't know. That's not really my point, though. I don't want Newman or Mathis to start because they're black. I want Newman and Mathis to start because they're mobile. They can move around.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
If we had Tim Tebow,
if
we had Tim Tebow, great. If we had even Joe Burrow, hell, if we had Trevor Lawrence.
Absolutely.
These are players that have legs that work. Okay, Trevor Lawrence. Didn't Trevor Lawrence have like a 60-yard touchdown run against Ohio State in the playoff game?
Yes,
Jake Fromm didn't run for 60 yards in his entire career. Okay, we played Joe Burrow twice. We played him in 18 and 19. How many third down rushing attempts did Burrow have where he picked up the first down against us? We chased him all over Kingdom Come, just for him to make us look retarded and run for a first down over and over and over again. Not that he didn't throw on us in 2019. Right. Of course he lit us up through the air in 2019, but go back and watch the game in 18 and 19. He ran for multiple first downs. From, I'm tired of these quarterbacks that can't run around, and JT Daniels had like negative 100 yards rushing the year that he started at Southern Cal. That's great if he's got an arm. That's great if he can read a defense. That's great if he can throw a 6-yard out route. That's amazing. Can he escape an SEC defensive end? No, I don't believe he can. Again, I hope I'm wrong. No. If he starts, I hope I'm wrong, and I will root for. If he gets to start, I will root for him week 1. But his leash could not be any shorter with me if he's the one that ends up getting a start, and you've got Newman and Mathis sitting over on the bench wearing a friggin' Corona mask with their thumb up their butt. That's going to piss the ever-living that's really going to piss me off.
I couldn't agree more, man. I absolutely couldn't. Hey, I got one more question for you. So I don't know if you saw the preseason All-American list come out. So what about Richie being the only player on the defense, the number 1 score defense in the country?
Yeah, I'm surprised anybody made it.
Being the only preseason All-American?
Yeah, I'm surprised any of them made it. Georgia's defense is so good at every position, it's hard to pick out a star and name them an All-American. So it would not have surprised me.
You think Richie got named just because he's a senior?
No, I mean, I think he's deserving. Now, and this is sort of obvious here, but clearly everyone is more concerned with who looks like an All-American at the end of the year as opposed to now.
Sure.
I mean, the preseason All-American is kind of like a preseason poll. It represents potential more than anything else. But, Georgia's just so loaded on defense, it's hard for any one person to stand out. That's why you look at Georgia's defense last year and you say, who was the best player? You ask 10 different people, you'll get 10 different answers. It's not because nobody was great. It's because they were all so good. And they're all back, with the exception of 1 or 2.
Well, let me ask you this. All right, so this time last year, no one saw the Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, LSU storm coming. Who's the preseason All-American of the teams that are playing? Who's the preseason All-American that everybody's sleeping on?
Who's everybody sleeping on?
That's a tough question.
You know what? I'm not gonna say this is gonna happen, but it would not surprise me though. I feel like, and I'm guilty of this, that Mac Jones may have a big year. I'm high on Bryce Young, and if you make me, I would still say that I think he probably starts at some point this season. But I know a lot of Alabama fans who are high on Mac Jones, and he's surrounded with elite talent on the line, in the backfield, at every wide receiver position. I wouldn't be surprised if Mac Jones ends up having a monster year. Now, again, when you're telling me somebody that's flying under the radar, clearly that means maybe the odds don't favor that, or they wouldn't be flying under the radar. But I'm going to say Mac Jones.
That's a good answer, man. I haven't thought about that one, and it's interesting to hear you say that. Well, look, man, I appreciate you having me on this morning. Appreciate you having me on again tonight. Keep up the good work, dude, and again, go Dogs, and I can't wait to hear the show on Thursday.
All right, Michael, thanks for calling in, buddy. Thanks for coming on the show this morning, and we'll talk to you again real soon, I'm sure. All right, let's see what's going on here. Is this Rattlehead? Yeah, Rattlehead. Good morning to you, sir. Thank you for hitting the PayPal and supporting the show tonight. You're good people. He says, do you think the Big Ten and the Pac-12 out this season could be the Group of Five's best chance to make a playoff appearance? Probably not, but hey, 2020, right? No. I think the conference-only situations hurt the Group of Five more than two Power Five conferences being out help the Group of Five. If you look at what really hurt Central Florida in 2017 in terms of having no shot at the playoffs, what was their best win in the regular season? You see what I'm saying? Now, this year, the Group of Five is going to have no big-time wins over any big-time opponents. The SEC's not playing any of them. The Big 12 and the ACC, they still are claiming to be playing one non-conference game. We'll see how that ends up working. But I actually think it would be harder in this scenario for the Group of Five to get. First of all, I don't think the Group of Five is ever getting into a 4-team playoff. I don't care what scenario you try to draw up. I just don't think it'll ever happen. But specifically to your question, I actually think it makes it harder because they're not able to play any big-time opponents this year for the most part. Thank you for the PayPal, Rattlehead. You always support the show, sir. It means a lot to me, so thank you. Gator Zone, thank you for hitting the PayPal tonight, sir. Good to see you in here. He says, you ever going to do a show with Ray, UGA, 19-0, woo. I tried to get Ray to come on the morning show. He's scared to do it. I know why. It's because Ray's not a Georgia fan. Ray is a troll. Now, he's a good troll, and he's an entertaining troll, and he's a funny troll. So if you guys have been listening to me long enough, you know that just being a troll does not irritate me. In fact, I love trolls, but they have to be funny, creative. They have to troll the right way. These 9-year-olds like Extreme Striker or a troll that calls up the live show and just screams the N-word and hangs up, things like that. No, that's ridiculous and immature. I love creative and funny trolls, especially football-related trolls. So I don't have a problem with Ray UGA. But he's not coming on the morning show. I've asked him numerous times. I'm in a text messaging group with him on Twitter, I believe it is, and he won't come on the show because he's not a Georgia fan. Truth be known, he's an Alabama fan. The proof is in the pudding, and if you go to my Twitter account, you will see the proof. But he's an Alabama fan. I like him. I like the guy. He's hilarious, but he's not a Georgia fan. So please don't refer to him as such. But thank you for hitting the PayPal link, Gator Zoned. Appreciate that. You're good people. Yeah, you are. I mean that, too. Harrison Triplett, thank you for the super chat, sir. He says, do you think Trey Lance transfers? I'm going to be honest. I don't have a clue who Trey Lance is. Should I? Let me Google it because now I feel like an idiot. Because I don't even, off the top of my head, I don't even know that I've even heard that name. Who the hell is that? Oh, the quarterback for North Dakota State. No, he's not transferring. In fact, North Dakota State is playing a game, some kind of a showcase game. That was announced today too. Is it in September or October? So no, I don't think he will. I don't think he will transfer. Well, I'm not going to say I don't think. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know anything about him other than he plays for North Dakota State. I know the quarterback they have now is gone to the NFL after this year. He's projected to be a top 10 pick in the NFL. So, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. will Trey Lance transfer? I get it that North Dakota State's good, but it just seems to me if you had options, you wouldn't go to North Dakota State. It's just a huge risk to go there. It's a huge risk to go there. You're going to win a lot of games, but it's just hard to get noticed. You got to put up ridiculous numbers. You got to put up just insane numbers. And it's not like he was a big-time recruit out of high school. I'm looking him up on 24/7 now. He was a 3-star. So not and I know 3 stars or whatever. Joe Montana was a 3-star. Is always somebody that wants to say something like that. I'm not saying that a 3-star can't be any good. I'm just saying, generally speaking, 3 stars don't get the offers obviously that a 4 or a 5-star do. I'll read you off the list of offers that he had. Okay, North Dakota State, Boise State, Brown, Cornell, Northern Illinois, South Dakota State, Western Michigan. Those were the offers he had. So, maybe he could have gone to Boise State, but in any case, he ended up at North Dakota State. But so it's not like 100 teams wanted him. It's not like Alabama and Ohio State were going after him. So, will he transfer? I don't know. It appears that if he's going to, and he's a freshman, so it's not like he's played really good and now a bunch of teams want him. These are the teams that wanted him. So I'm assuming if he transfers anywhere, it would be one of those teams. So, but I don't have any idea. I really don't. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Hey, Lou. How you doing? This is Will.
Yeah, what's up, Will? I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Just want to ask you, what do you think? How do you think UGA is going to do without Jake Fromm going to the Bills?
Well, that's addition by
Blankenship's gone.
subtraction. That's addition by subtraction. So that improves us.
Yeah. All right. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay. Thank you for the call, sir. Yeah, my thoughts and feelings on Jake Fromm are very well known. I appreciate you calling in, sir. Go to the main channel, the Uncle Lou channel, and just do a search for Uncle Lou, Jake Fromm. And that'll tell you everything you never wanted to know about my feelings and opinions on Jake Fromm. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Hey, Lou.
Hey.
So I was going to give my predictions for the Chess Hall fortune cookie mukbang, but first I wanted to ask you a question because I live pretty close to you. I'm not going to get into the specifics, but how long have you lived in Augusta?
Yeah, I was born and raised here, though.
So I'm sure the garage is miserable, but is it really as bad as you say? Because living down here, the humidity is always awful. So I just kind of wanted to get a little more insight into what it's like being in the garage.
Well, it's about 120 degrees in here with 90% humidity. So that's how bad it is.
Well, that sounds pretty awful. But
yeah, it is.
So for the fortune cookie mukbang, I'm trying to think. I could probably eat and read one in about 30, 45 seconds, and I'm barely a teenager, so I'm trying to think if Chess Hall could. I say at worst he could it would be 20 or 25, and at best it would be maybe 35, 40, but the big thing's definitely going to be his reading skills. I think Chess Hall probably could have barely passed his high school English class.
Damn,
so
that's brutal.
But I'm sure those fortune cookies won't be too difficult.
Should I send him? I might send him fortune cookies that are printed in Chinese.
Oh, well, in that case, he could probably, if he wants to read them, probably say at worst 5 and at best 7.
Ooh.
So.
Yeah.
But
That'd
anyway,
be
we'll
rough.
just have to wait until next week to see.
Yes, we will. We will have to wait till next week to see. Next Tuesday morning, hopefully, if he gets the stuff in the
All
mail
right.
on time.
Have a good rest of the night.
Yeah,
I'll
thank
see
you for
on
the call. I
Thursday.
appreciate it. Yep, we'll talk to you on Thursday. That's right. Good morning, but you're on with Uncle Lou, though.
Hey, what's MSV #1 fan? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you, though?
Very good. I've heard through some sources that the Big Ten might be playing Saturday or September 5th. Is that true or?
No, I don't know if you've been asleep for 3 weeks or if this is a troll attempt or you just legitimately don't know, but the Big Ten's not playing this year.
Oh. Okay. I knew they were playing, but we got people that say they are playing.
Not anybody with any sense. They're not playing.
No.
They might. The best case
Right.
is they're saying they might play in January, but hell, I don't even know about that. But no, they're not. They're not playing. They're not playing September 5th. No,
Right.
not this year.
You can't have 2 seasons in one, and that's what they're trying to do.
Well, they say you can have 2
But-
seasons in one, and they're the ones that make the decision. They're going to play
Yep.
8 games. They're going to play 8 games at the beginning of 2021, and then they're going to push the start of their 2021 season back 3 weeks. That's what they say they're going to do.
So, yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Michigan State this year?
I think they're going to go 0-0 this year.
And then next year. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have much offensive talent. They've got some defensive talent. They hired a coach who, and listen, I'm a Mel Tucker fan. I don't know that he deserved that job. So it's a reach there to get him. So I wish him luck. You know, he spent some time at UGA. So I wish him luck there, but he's climbing uphill right now.
Yeah. This is a pretty steep hill the way we've been.
Yeah, no doubt. Especially offensively. Defense been okay, but the offense has just been abysmal. I mean, the offense has just been non-existent. So I agree with getting rid of D'Antonio and going a different direction. I thought they would have brought in an offensive guy though, not a defensive backs coach, who doesn't have hardly any head coaching experience, and the experience he does have wasn't very good. But nevertheless, that's what Michigan State decided to do. So. We'll see how it works out next year when they start playing again. But thank you for the call, sir. I appreciate that. Let's see. Jeff Webster's up next, so I better make sure I read any super chats or anything before he gets on the phone because Lord knows he's got a 10-minute story to tell. Celine Driver. Thank you for hitting the super chat, sir. He says, supporting the show like I'm supposed to. Every evening ruined by lousy Boston Bruins goaltending. Don't look good for my Bruins, but have a good morning. And 2. Playoff hockey is exciting. Some of you guys should give it a chance, even if you haven't ever been into hockey or not a huge hockey fan. Playoff hockey is very exciting. You guys should check it out. Thank you for the super chat, Celine Driver. I appreciate it. All right. Who's ready for story time with Jeff Webster? Let's go. Yeah, good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Good morning and all that, too, Uncle Lou. J-Dub calling from Iowa, but I don't have any stories tonight.
Well, yeah. Oh, that's right. You're not allowed to tell any for 2 weeks.
I just want to, this Cole caller who calls in, boy, he is sharp. Young kid, but sharp. Like him.
No doubt.
Just wanted to see if anybody else noticed that they had a news release this afternoon that ESPN, CBS, and all the ESPN networks, Fox, are starting to put their bids in for the first 3 weeks of the season as far as what games they're going to televise. I didn't know if you had seen that, if they had made an announcement on what actual games they were going to do, or was it just an announcement saying they're in the bidding process?
Yeah, they usually don't announce TV and time and all that till a week or two before the game. I mean, sometimes they'll do it ahead of time for week 1 because there's no games ahead of that, but I haven't heard anything about times or channels yet for games.
I just take it as a hopeful sign that they're going to go ahead and start the process. Obviously, the networks are covering their bases, thinking that we are going to actually have a season. So let's hope. For me, it would mean September 12th home game against Louisiana, which is Louisiana Lafayette. That's who the Cyclones open with.
Yeah.
And then, of course, 2 weeks later for the SEC. Speaking of which, I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate the student body at Alabama for embarrassing the hell out of all of the alumni by going out and having 500 of their members mingle in the public and at Innisfree and Gallatin's and Bears and all the other bars and getting themselves sick.
Selfish.
So,
Selfish, what that is.
yeah, you would have thought they would have learned a lesson, and apparently nobody else in the SEC has had anywhere near the kind of outbreak that they've had in Tuscaloosa. So great job, Bama. Thanks for making us all the alumni feel great by going out and imperiling the season by partying and getting yourselves positive tested.
Right, and then when the season gets canceled, they'll just blame CNN. So what do they care?
Right, and it'll be their own damn fault. I mean, I don't know how many times Saban and the other some of the star players have got to go on Twitter or Facebook and say, "What the hell are you doing?" But
right,
maybe this will teach them a lesson, because I did see that the Tuscaloosa mayor has clamped down pretty hard. I think there's like a 2-week moratorium on bars and restaurants now, so maybe they'll learn their lesson. As far as the entire SEC goes, I hope so.
Well, we're about to find out, because it's getting down to the nitty gritty. I don't know. I guess this was true for all SEC teams, because I know the conference is mandating the practice schedule. But today was the first day in full pads for Georgia.
Yeah, it was full pads, and as I'm sure you can attest, sitting in your garage, not exactly the most comfortable climate to be in full pads today down in the southeast.
Yeah, but according to Ohio State, we can't win a game in Ohio in November because it's 30 degrees. I would love to see those nitwits come down here and play when the on-field temperature is 112.
There's absolutely no way.
Right.
There's no way that one of the Big Ten teams could. No, there's no.
Yeah.
A lot easier to adjust to the cold than it is wood.
Oh, I know.
A lot easier to adjust to the cold.
All they want to do is bitch and moan about the damn weather. Meanwhile, Ohio State is 2-11 in bowl games against the SEC. Those aren't played in the cold. So, I mean, those are played in domes usually and whatever. So it really doesn't matter. I mean, the SEC could play Ohio State, honestly, in the break room of a closed down Kmart. I don't think it would matter.
Well, and they're talking the Big Ten schools that say that, Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, that say that they want to have like a third week of November game with the SEC, something like that around Thanksgiving.
First of all, Ohio State don't want no game with the SEC, period. I don't care what the fans say. Ohio State wants nothing to do with the SEC, period, end of story. If they did, they'd be in the middle of a home and home with UGA right now instead of backing out so they could play TCU for 1 year and then get a game against Oregon that they're not going to play.
Bama tried to line them up, and they said no to Alabama, so Bama picked up Wisconsin in 2023 and 23 and 24. It's Wisconsin that's on Bama's schedule, but Bama was originally trying to get Ohio State, and they said no.
Right.
And they said no to UGA, too. So lots of smoke coming out of Columbus, but not a lot of backbone.
Right, no doubt. Just a bunch of talking and typing and not a lot of doing.
40.
I went to the Georgia.
30 degrees.
Yeah, I went to the Georgia-Auburn game 2 years ago, the week before Thanksgiving, or 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, and it was a 8 o'clock kickoff on ESPN, and it was freezing. I mean, it was low 30s at 6 in the afternoon. By the time the game ended, it was 25 degrees. I mean, I couldn't. I was frozen solid. So this idea, they're just, they look for any reason. They look for any excuse, these people. But anyway, hey, thank you for the call, Jeff. I'm going to have to let you go. The phone lines are backed up and we're running out of time here. But thank you for calling in, sir. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Hey, Lou. Bears, Cubs, Canes, buddy. How you doing?
Hey, man. What's going on?
Well, not a whole lot, man. I just figured I'd call and see how you been, man.
Yeah, I'm hanging in there. I'm telling you, I'm running on E. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it's coming through. If I had the camera turned on and y'all could see me, I probably look like holy hell. But I've been. Listen, I I don't pretend that I dig ditches for a living. Like, I don't do physical work for a living. So, but the last week or so, I feel like I have not stopped moving, except to sleep in a week or so. I mean, between YouTube and trying to get everything situated in the backyard with the new building. My son started soccer at the end of last week, and it's just been. I feel like I honestly feel like I'm running on E. I was sitting inside tonight at like 8:30, and like the thought of having to come out here and sit in this heat for an hour and a half when I could have just crawled into the bed and went. I will be asleep as soon as my head hits the pillow, and that's not always the case with me. But I just so I hate to be bitching and moaning and complaining, but you did ask me how I was, so I'm just telling you.
Answer away, buddy. Answer away.
I am. I have been. I have. I mean, I have respect for any job anybody has. I don't care what it is. But when you're not used to doing much but sitting in a chair and doing computer work all day long, whether it's filming a video or whatever, when you have to actually do physical work, it takes its toll. So I have a newfound respect for those of you that do any type of physical work, because Uncle Lou is beat down right now.
Well, I hear you, man. I was laid off for quite a while, and I had some issues with my ex and started court up, but I just started working about a month and a half ago again. I'm a plumber / pipe fitter, so I'm carrying and lifting and doing tools all day, and I sat for months, just trying to get all this kids stuff squared away. So yeah, it took me a little bit to get back in the groove of it, but I'm digging it, man, because I was, I'm doing a little bit, working and, chasing some tail around and, getting my groove back a little bit, you know what I mean? So
I hear you. Yeah. Things need to hurry up and get back to normal. You hear this expression all the time about people being creatures of habit, but I'm a creature of habit. I need structure to be productive. And everything combined lately, my kids being out of school altogether for 2 months to end last school year. Now they're only going 2 and 3 days a week to school. Mrs. Lou's been working from home. My garage is even 100 times more messier than it normally is, because I've got drywall and leftover insulation and there's just crap everywhere in here, and just I don't know. I'm ready for things to get back to normal soon.
Oh yeah, I agree, bud. I don't blame you, man.
I think everybody is
doing the same thing, just trying to getting acclimated back to working and doing the kid thing and trying to get them from my ex. She's had a little bit of issues, and the cops have been over there a couple times at the house, and so I'm trying to get my daughters out of that situation because it ain't good.
Oh, Lord.
They're out there doing online school, and their mom's, she don't help them much, and she's got, drug problems, and so I'm trying to, keep work and sanity and the girls sane and help them with homework and all that, and it's just life, And,
sounds like
I'm a big boy. I'll throw it.
Yeah, you've got. You've got some more stressful problems than I do, but that's a tough situation there. I mean, it's difficult enough dealing with an ex or somebody you're separated from or whatever, but when you have something like that's compounding the issue, it's and I'm sure people tell you, oh, just do this or do that. It's easy to say that when you're on the outside looking in, but when there's kids involved, it's not just as easy as going over there and ripping them out of their mama's arms type of thing. I mean, it's just nothing's that easy. Any problem that has kids involved immediately becomes 100 times more complicated. There just are no easy answers to situations like that.
Well, right, and for a long time I tried to get her help myself, but it just got to the point where I couldn't personally deal with it anymore. But and then the kids are sitting there dealing with it, so. and I'm not the type of person that I want to completely destroy this woman's life. I mean, I just need to move on and do my thing, but I want the kids safe, and she just needs to get her shit together. I mean, that's all I'm really looking for, help raise these kids, and don't be a complete bum, help me out too. So,
Right.
It is what it is, and I got to do what I got to do for them, so she's got to grow up and do her thing as an adult, and I got to do mine. Her path's going one way, mine's going the other. So that's just how it works. But yeah, I don't want to totally destroy the girl and take her kids and have her never see them. But she needs to get her shit together, and that's just it. So
yeah, I mean,
but,
it's a fine line. It's a fine line between. I mean, clearly, a child needs some time with their mother, but there's a clear line between that and keeping the kids safe, and no one can tell you what to do there. I mean, it just like I said, that's a tough situation. That really is.
Well, she's tiptoed the line a bit, and she stepped in it the other day. So now she's got child family services got involved because the kids went over to the neighbors, and they called the cops on her. So, she stepped in it there. So hopefully that'll be more of a wake-up call and, get her to realize that there's definitely more important shit in life than doing drugs. So,
sounds like
we'll
she
see.
needs some
Hey,
scared straight type stuff here. Sometimes that's what it takes for people, hit. I mean, everybody has a different bottom, but the threat of losing your kids can wake somebody up. So we'll see.
Yeah. Well, hopefully I'm all about moderation and having a good time. Don't get me wrong. If you can moderately do things, and if you can drink, like, hey, I drink. I don't really do nothing else because, my job don't let me. But other than that, if you can moderately do stuff and keep sanity and, not drain your pocketbook, ruin the kids, ruin your life, then by all means do it. But
yeah, I mean, Mrs. Lou drinks a couple of glasses of wine a night. I mean, she has her glass of wine or whatever after dinner. Now I can't do that because I can't drink in moderation. I was, I had my own fair share of issues, and it came very close to costing me everything. Like it sounds a lot like you're with your ex-wife, and literally with no time to spare. I finally got it together, and I'm coming up on 4 years no drinking. So if I can do it, anybody can do it. I know there's a difference between drugs and alcohol. I'm not trying to compare the two, but at a basic level, addiction is addiction, and it's not easy. But if someone decides they want to overcome it, they can. So I hope for your sake and the kids' sake that she's able to find a way to do that.
Right. No, I hear you, man, and congrats to you too. That's one of them. Hey, trust me, I drank, but I've been pretty good about it. I had my spells when I was younger and got DUIs and got in trouble and all that. But once I had the kids, I chilled out and got my shit together. But I can moderately do that now, and that's something she can't do. Some of these things that she's into, she just needs to stop doing. Period. But good luck to her. Hopefully she gets her shit together because kids need it. And, I mean, me and her is done. That's just done in my book. But, for the kids' sake, she's got to get it together. And otherwise, they're going to be gone. So
that's the thing. Like it or not.
Hopefully that is a wake up.
Once you have kids with somebody, they're never out of your life completely. No matter how much you might want them to be, you can forget about that. You're gonna be dealing with their mother for a long time.
oh yeah, man. I've been, there's days where I've been wanting to dig that hole and push it right in the damn thing, but I back off. I gotta, I sit down, have my moderate drink, and I'm cool. So but hey, man, I just wanted to holler. I ain't talked to you in a while, man. And, I'm still bouncing in and out. Like I said, I've been working and chasing some tail around. So, but I'm still supporting the show. And, congrats on the new building out there. And congrats on everything in general, bud.
Yeah, I can't wait to show it off. It won't be long. Thank you. You've always been a big supporter of the show, and that means a lot to me. I'll be thinking about you. I hope your situation improves. And thank you for calling in, sir. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Right. You have a good night, bud.
Have a good one, buddy. All right, let's take a few more phone calls here, and then we will wrap it up. Sports Live in the ATL, thank you for hitting the PayPal link, sir. He says, Lou, keep up the great work with your new studio. I say Chess eats 10 fortune cookies on Monday. It'll be the most 10 fortune cookies. And then he says, and Monday will be the most epic show ever. Yeah, LOL. Thank you for the PayPal, Sleeta, and yeah, I see what you did there. Monday will be a great show, though. There's just no denying that, as much as we might want to. Michael Reiser, thank you for hitting the PayPal link again, sir. He says, he's our joke guy now. So here's the joke for today here from Michael Reiser. He says, why are there only 2 pallbearers at a Pitt fan's funeral? There are, oh, my God. Oh, man. This is like the second one of these you've had that I had to stop reading it halfway through. Okay, let me start over here. Why are there only 2 pallbearers at a Pitt fan's funeral? Because there's only 2 handles on a garbage can. Jesus Christ, man. That's the second one that earned you a brutal rating, sir. Savage level 1 million. Thank you for the super chat, Mr. Reiser. And one more here. He says, hey, I love the show. Thought you might enjoy this clip of me trolling 8 camel toes. And then he sent me a YouTube link. I will check that out, sir. Seems like, did you email that or message that to me? Yeah, you did. I will check that out. I love seeing anyone trolling 8 camel toes is worth watching, in my opinion. Anyway, for whatever that's worth, which might not be much. James Roadhaver, thank you for the super chat, sir. He says, Cole, put all the hearts you want, bro. Y'all leave Cole alone. Faux Nickel, thank you for the super chat. He says, hey, Lou, correct me if I'm wrong, but last I saw, LSU campus was shut down. What effect do you think that means for the rest of NCAA football? No effect at all. The myth of college football players being student athletes has been shattered over the course of the last few weeks. Schools like North Carolina, Notre Dame, a few others have completely sent students home. They have permanently closed the campus for the rest of the semester, except for the football players. So, at this point, football players are just unpaid employees. I hate to admit that because I've never been in favor of paying the employees, and I'm still not in favor of it. But it's going to be hard to stop it from happening now. How can you send all the students home but keep the football players there? And listen, as far as having a football season, that's the best thing to do. Get the students the hell away from campus so they can't infect the football team. From a purely football fan perspective, that's the best case scenario. How do you justify telling 40,000 students it's not safe enough for you to be at campus? But, hey, football players, we need you to stay here so you can make us $100 million this year. It's not a good look, in my opinion. Now, I hope it works and we play football, but there's the potential that this could lead to some bad things for college football down the road, like the end of amateurism. But I've talked a whole ton about that. I don't want to bore everybody again, but I have mixed feelings on it. But thank you for the super chat. And then he also says, Jake Fromm is my father. I happen to know for a fact that's not true. Dennis Wilson, thank you for the super chat, sir. He says, Uncle Lou, low-level trolling isn't allowed at the new studio. Well, unfortunately, low-level trolls are like moths to flames, and I light a pretty big fire. So the low-level trolls will be here. We'll just have to continue to swat them away like we've been successfully doing for going on 6 or 7 years now. So, yeah, and besides, you can't troll the troll. So good luck to the low-level trolls is all I can say on that. All right, let's wrap up these phone calls. There's 3 people on hold. These are going to be the last 3 calls. So please don't call in if you're not on hold right now because I don't want to have to hang up on you after you wait on hold. But 404, you're going to be up first, then 678, and then 859. All right, let's go here. Good morning, but you're on with Uncle Lou, though.
I think it's safe to say that fries are up.
Yeah, fries are up. That's good.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, nothing much. I actually had a question that I actually thought of. Do you think that it's Clemson natty to lose?
it's hard for me to write off Alabama. I think Clemson should have the best odds to win the national title, and I think they do. But I talked about this the other day. That's partly a product of them having an easier path to the playoffs than Alabama. Not that Clemson doesn't deserve to be in the playoffs. That's not what I'm saying. But when you look at the SEC and you're trying to place odds on Alabama for winning the national title, you have to consider the fact that to even get to the playoffs, they have to play LSU, Georgia, Auburn, Texas A&M. I mean, you know, they got to play a lot of good teams to even get to the playoffs. Clemson has to play Notre Dame and no one else. So it's easier for Clemson to get to the playoffs. And you can't, of course, win the playoffs if you don't get there. So I understand Clemson having better odds, and I think they should, but it's hard for me to write off Alabama. I mean, I think Alabama defensively is going to be back to what they were 3 or 4 years ago, not what they were last year or even the year before. I think they're going to have one of the best, if not the best, defenses in college football. You know, if either Mac Jones or Bryce Young is legit, they're loaded everywhere else on offense. They've got 5 NFL players on the offensive line. They've got at least 2, probably 3 more NFL wide receivers. They've got Najee Harris, who will probably be the second running back taken in next year's draft. I mean, it's absolutely loaded. But they got to go through a tough schedule just like anybody else does in the SEC. So I don't know that I would say it's Clemson's to lose, but if I was going to put my money on any one team to make the playoff, for sure it would be Clemson.
Yeah. I mean, I think that the Natty, for me, it comes down to 3 teams, Georgia, Clemson, and Bama. And I really think that it's going to depend on, one, how many players come down with COVID, and another thing we've got to think about is injury.
Yeah, well, those are 2 wild cards that you really can't account for. And we always, I mean, injuries are always a possibility and a concern. This year with the coronavirus thing, it just makes it impossible. You know, what do you do if Alabama goes 8-2, but their 2 losses are by 7 points or less, and in both losses they had 5 starters out because of coronavirus? What does the playoff committee do? So there's just way too many unknowns when you start talking about the coronavirus to even attempt to factor that in. But clearly that could have a huge impact on who makes the playoffs or wins the national title, which team can stay coronavirus free, therefore having the fewest amount of players actually miss any games. But that's just impossible to forecast.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I totally agree with you. I think that it's going to depend on who can avoid this wave the best. I mean, if it's Clemson, Clemson's going to win. If it's Bama or Georgia, it'll be Bama or Georgia. But, I mean, I think that Bama's going to have the edge. I think our defense is going to improve. And we have Najee Harris. We still got an offense.
Yeah. I do think Bama and Georgia are going to play twice if we make it to the SEC title game. I do think they're going to play twice.
Yeah, that definitely should happen. And then I think whoever wins that first game, the losing team of the first game should win the second game.
Yeah, that does happen a lot. You see a lot of, like, you look at 2017, Georgia loses to Auburn and beats them 3 weeks later. So you do see that, the rematch sometimes. Was it Oklahoma and Texas a couple of years ago? One team won in the regular season, the other one won in the Big 12 title game. So you do see that from time to time. But Rise Up, thank you for the call, sir. Congratulations on your French fry job. And no, I'm not pulling up, and no, I'm not waiting. I don't do that. I'm not pulling up to spot 1 or spot 2. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Morning, Lou. How's it going?
Going great.
Glad to hear it.
Is this Jared?
Can talk a little bit of football. Yep.
Oh, what kind of shit show are you running over there on Facebook?
What do you mean?
You know exactly what the hell I mean.
Oh, okay. I know. Okay. I'm sorry. I haven't been on Facebook in about a week.
Well, whose group
I
is
know
whose group is that?
That is mine.
Yeah. It's not your group though. You letting a bunch of nitwits and half retarded dumbasses run that thing.
I'm aware.
They're pushing you
I remember
around
talking to you
over
about
there.
it.
They're pushing you around over there.
I got onto them about it, and I went personally.
It's no wonder to me that there's only 5 or 6 active people in there, and it's a minor miracle if any post over there gets 10 or 11 comments, except for the 1 week I was in there. Go look at those.
Okay.
Go look at those posts, hundreds. But no, you got these dumbasses in there, 2 of them mainly. Which, by the way, that guy still has not showed up here, nor is he ever. This Corey Broussard,
Yeah.
he's not coming here. He's not coming here, and he got mad. He got mad because I told him that. Kept blocking me and muting me, and then you keep acting like you don't see my Facebook messages. And to be honest, it pissed me off.
Well, I apologize for that. And
yeah, well, you don't apologize enough to unblock me or anything, but I hear what you're saying. But anyway,
I did unblock you actually.
The first time you did, but the first time you did, but not the second time. Every time, But anyway, no one cares about that except for me. But anyway, you started a Facebook group and it didn't work out. You're letting you're letting the ghetto version of Bonnie and Clyde run that damn thing. But anyway, what'd you call in for today?
I want to talk a little bit then about football.
Okay, good.
So, do you think that Vandy is the worst team in the East, just straight up?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think Vandy's the worst team in the East. I think Missouri is going to be worse than Vandy.
Could be.
I honestly, I think the loser of Arkansas, Mizzou, goes 0-10.
Well, I definitely think Arkansas goes 0-10. Vandy and Mizzou could be looking at maybe 1 or 2 win seasons.
I think Vandy's actually going to shock a little bit people. I think we're going to go somewhere between 3 to 5 wins.
You win 3 to 5 games in a normal year when you play 3 lower tier schools. How are you going to win 3 to 5 when you play 10 SEC teams? I don't see it happening. You did get some good news today with your linebacker, though.
I was also going to bring that up.
What's his name? Something Moore?
Dimitri Moore.
Yeah. He was considering sitting out or something, but he's decided to play, so that's good.
But so the games I highlighted on our schedule that are key is Mizzou, which I think Mizzou is going to be worse than they were last year, and we beat them last year for that matter. Second, the offseason moves that we have made where we fired both our offensive and defensive coordinator. The replacements for both of those are Ted Roof, who was the defensive coordinator of Auburn when they won the Natty in 2010. And he also had a top 25 defense last year with App State. And then our offensive coordinator now is Todd Fitch.
Yeah.
And I know that quarterback was really a problem last year, but with his system and he's actually a decent offensive coordinator, and not like Jerry Godowski, who only threw wide receiver screens every other play.
Jared, what if
I think it would actually be fairly decent.
Jared, what if one of the moderators in here blocked you from this channel for no reason, and you messaged me and said, "Hey, one of these idiot moderators you got done blocked me for no reason." What if, and then I ignored you? Would that be right?
It'd be kind of karma.
Jared, you're one of my favorite people, man. You've been calling into this show for years.
Still remember all the times I called in with terrible mic quality.
But you chose poorly in this situation, sir.
I'm aware. I don't know if anything since that night has happened, but
well, of course it hadn't. They kicked me out of there. I'm not in there anymore. The only thing that's happened
I could have sworn I put you back in there.
No.
Okay.
He kept blocking me and muting me. you unblock me or unmute me or whatever the hell, and then what's her name that's never dating you? Now she's in on this shit too.
I have nothing for her.
Oh, I know. Not now. But,
I honestly don't really like her that much, even then.
right. Well, but you like her enough to run me out of there, though. But so you just chose poorly, though.
When I get back on Facebook, I will do it, but I'm probably not going to be on Facebook.
I don't want back in. I don't even want back in there now. It's too much time's gone by now. It's been 2-3 weeks. Either this guy's lost or he's never coming. That's just all there is to, which we know he's not coming. So, but will you tell these people, because sometimes they don't believe, did I not give this guy my address right in your group for God and everybody else to see?
You actually did.
Yeah, typed it right in there. And he was on the way, and that was 3 weeks ago. So, and then when I made him look like a fucking idiot is what I did, because I then told everybody he wasn't coming. You're not coming. You're full of shit. You're not. Blah. He got mad and blocked me. That's what happened. And you know, and then the other one, you know, she's tried to jump in on it too. But point is, you chose poorly. I hope you make better decisions in the future. Hey, are you enrolled at UGA?
I'm currently in my dorm.
Okay. What are they doing up there? Students running around piled up all over each other, or what?
Not really. There's some groups that are like that, where like they're not wearing masks or anything. I know the fraternity houses were really bad about it when I looked and saw.
Yeah, of course.
Where people weren't wearing masks.
Is there any mandatory testing going on for students?
There's not mandatory, but it is voluntary.
Okay, they have like a place to set up if you want to go get tested, you can.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. How many of
and
your...
then if you come in contact with someone who has it, you have to go get tested.
Right. Now, how many of your classes are in-person classes right now?
None of them.
None of them. All of your classes are online.
Yes.
Okay.
I have one class where everything is online, except every 2 weeks I get to go in person.
All right. And when you go, how many people's in there?
I don't know. I haven't gotten to go yet.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because you
think
probably have
somewhere
heard
between-
this, and anybody that's been to college will know this, but these entry-level classes like English 101, you know, whatever, all that every student is required to take. It's notorious. You have 200,
you have 200
kids.
them.
Yeah, you have 200, 300 people in there sometimes, and I'm just wondering how they were handling that. But most of them are online.
Most of those classes have gone online. Those huge lecture classes that are somewhere between 200 to 300 people, most of those have gone online.
Yeah, that's good news. Maybe that'll help some. What's the word on the football team up there?
It's going to be a good year.
10-0, that's a word, ain't it? 9-1.
10-0, you know it.
9-1. Okay.
9-1.
All right, Jared. It's a shame. You let your Facebook group go to complete shit by letting two half-retarded nitwits push you around and bully you and run it. But it is what it is. Lesson learned. Thanks for calling in, Jared. It was good to hear from you, sir. Good luck to Vandy this year. Yeah. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
What's up, Blue? It's Gators on.
Hey, Gators on. What's up, buddy?
Hey, just give you a little backstory. That purchase I sent your way. That was the unfortunate choice for the college I went to when I got out of high school, Western Kentucky.
Okay, I was wondering, and I was gonna ask you, but I was like, well, I'm not gonna if he wants to, I'm not gonna ask him why if somebody wants to send me something, I'm not gonna browbeat him about why. But I thought there had to have been some sort of story or connection there.
Yeah, unfortunately that was their first year in Division I football. They went 0-12.
Oh wow!
And just a cool thing. That's a rivalry between those two. It's 100 miles apart from each other. Bowling Green, Kentucky to Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Yeah.
The first year they had a relay race where they took the game ball from Bowling Green down to Murfreesboro. Do you know of any other traditions in college football like that, where the two rivalry fan bases get together and do something similar to that. I'll hang up and listen.
Okay, yeah,
Go Gators.
thank you for the call. Being a Gators fan, you may know this, but there is amateur boxing at the cocktail party between Georgia fans versus Florida fans. I don't know if that's something. I don't think they do that every year, but last year there's actually a company that puts this thing on, and that was. I didn't go, but it's on YouTube. I have to see if I can find that link one day. But it was just random Georgia fans boxing random Florida fans. I mean, he had a ring and a referee and the whole thing. There are a lot of strange and weird traditions within college football. You have a lot of rivalries that trade some sort of trophy back and forth, even if it's not an actual trophy. Like, who is it? Is it Wisconsin and Minnesota that do the Paul Bunyan's axe or whatever, and they trade that thing back and forth based off who wins or. So there's a lot of stuff like that in college football, but I don't know offhand very many rivalry traditions that involve like the students from one school getting together and doing something with or against the students of another. Not off the top of my head anyway. Thank you for the call, sir, and thank you for the gift. I'm anxiously awaiting it. That's very kind of you. Very kind of you. I got 3 in today. What did I get today? Wake Forest, Southern Cal. What was the third one? I can't remember what the third one was now. Wake Forest, Southern Cal. Damn, what was it? An Amazon box showed up. It had 3 mini helmets in it. What was the third one? What was it? Southern Cal, Wake Forest. How can I not remember? Mississippi State. That's who it was. Mississippi State. More cowbell. Yeah. Southern Cal, Wake Forest, and Mississippi State got those in today. So the collection is growing. I got Rutgers. Rutgers came yesterday or the day before, and it's a mirrored chrome Rutgers helmet too. It looks pretty good. You can see your reflection in it. It's chrome with the Rutgers R on the side. It's a good looking helmet. Enrique, thank you for the super chat, sir. He says, Lou, I don't think it's all bad. All Americans are sitting out. It's going to be exciting to see some of their new faces show what they're capable of. Could set up a few unexpected talents to really flourish. Obviously, the teams that recruit really well year after year after year are going to be hurt less by an All-American sitting this year out. I'm trying to think of a team on the Minnesota. Now their whole team's not playing, but even before Minnesota canceled, one of their wide receivers opted out. Rondale Moore at Purdue had opted out. Michael Parsons at Penn State. So the better you recruit overall year over year, the less of a negative effect it's going to have to lose any one player, whether he's an All-American or not. But somebody send Lou a BYU helmet. Or Liberty. Somebody said Liberty. Yeah, can't wait to get those two. They're real high on my list. Real high on my list. All right, real quick before we end the show, for those that didn't tune in this morning and are interested, the new studio is coming along great. The best news is there's no one else coming out here to work on it. So I don't have to wait on anyone else to do anything. The drywall situation slowed me down. The guy was supposed to be here for 2 days. He was here for 6 days. I don't even want to think. I've spent too many days stressing over that and too much time bitching and moaning about that. It's over with now. The electrician came out yesterday. Now, he had been out when I first got the damn thing to wire everything up, but he had to come back after the drywall was installed. He hung the lights in there, and he hooked up the air conditioner. So the air conditioner is hooked up. That's what's making it, honestly, nearly impossible to sit out here now, because I know right now the new studio in the backyard is 72 degrees, and I'm sitting out here in 130-degree heat at 11 o'clock at night. But I will be there soon. I told y'all the other day I got myself a new desk. It's not really new. It's the same. My desk is a door, okay? When I got ready to get a new desk a few years ago, I started looking around. Anyway, long story short, a lot of people on YouTube were DIYing. They were making their own YouTube desks out of a door. So I tried it, and I absolutely love this desk. It's great. I bought the door from Lowe's for like $60, and then I bought 2 bookcases, and I just set the door on top of the 2 short bookcases. It's perfect desk height. The door is almost 8 feet long or whatever it is, so it's a huge desk. I mean, it's great. And to buy a desk this size, I would have spent God knows how many hundreds of dollars. But this desk, I've been using this desk now for 3 years. It's in a garage. It's gotten beaten up over time. It's covered in dust and whatever else has been out in this garage. So I took my happy ass out to Lowe's a week or so ago and bought myself another door. And I painted it today. Sitting over here now. And damn, it looks good, too. It looks real good. But so anyway, so the building was delivered. The electrical was put in. The drywall was put in. I then painted. I have laid all the floors, laid all the flooring. The air conditioning is in. Today, I trimmed out the inside of the windows. You got to remember, this was an unfinished building on the inside. So it's got 2 windows, but the windows were just placed directly in the building with exposed 2x4. So I had to trim the window out, hung the mini blinds up. My refrigerator came in. Spoiler alert, I have a refrigerator. So I got it in, got it in out there. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow I will. Well, that's all I'm going to say for now. Some of the stuff I'm doing is a surprise. I'm holding off on it, so you guys will see it. Now, if you're on the Patreon page, you've been getting sneak peeks of all this stuff all along. I've been posting a ton of pictures and even some videos over on the Patreon page, but I'm not going to show. I want the thing to be done and ready when I finally show it on YouTube. So it probably going to be next week, but it could be sooner. We'll see. But a lot of time, effort, energy, and honestly money has gone into that thing over the last couple of weeks, and I couldn't be more excited about moving in there. A lot of possibilities in there. Way more room than I have now. I work in about a 10x6 area out here, maybe 60 square feet. The building's almost 300 square feet, so I'm excited. It's air conditioned. It's nice in there. It's not a garage. This garage is so full of crap, I can't stand it. But anyway, so I'm excited to move out there, and the sooner I can get out there, the better. I'm literally doing it as fast as I can. I'm not going to lie. I was at Lowe's when they opened this morning, okay? I was waiting on Lowe's to open. Okay, they open at 6 a.m. I was in the parking lot waiting on them to unlock the door. Then came back and did the morning show. See, I did that because I had to go to Lowe's. And if I would have done the morning show and then gone to Lowe's, by the time I would have got back, it would have been almost lunchtime. And I said, well, I'll eat lunch. And then I'm sitting inside in the air conditioning. And I said, well, and then maybe I don't do anything today. So I went to Lowe's before the morning show. As soon as the morning show ended, I was straight to work. But anyway, so I'm literally doing it as fast as I can. So the sooner the better. Trust me, no one is more eager to be out there than I am. So the sooner the better. Sooner the better as far as I'm concerned. Next Monday at the latest. Don't forget, I would strongly encourage you to watch Pigskin Pete's show tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Okay, I don't know how many more times I need to say it, but I would strongly encourage each and every one of you watching and listening to tune in to Pigskin Pete's call-in show tomorrow night at 10 p.m. I know I'll be watching. I think you should too. So I'm going to end the show for tonight. Somebody requested Descending earlier. I didn't play it because the song is 14 minutes long, I think, and we were about to start the show. But somebody did request, yeah, there's Pigskin Pete. Yeah, I would highly suggest all of you watch Pigskin Pete's show tomorrow at 10. So I'll say it for now the 15th time. But I will play, I can't remember now who said they wanted to hear Descending, but I will play it now as we close out the show. I want to thank all of you for tuning in tonight to Uncle Lou After Dark, the college football call-in show. You guys that watch and call in and are active in the comment section, you guys are the ones that have turned this show into what it is. Like I said, is this the best show on YouTube? No. Look at the host. But this is the best comment section on YouTube. There is no doubt about it. And that's all because of you guys. So I really appreciate all the support, you guys tuning in every Tuesday and Thursday night, year-round. It means a lot to me. It really does. Those of you that chose to support the show tonight through the Super Chat or the PayPal, I obviously appreciate that. That's what keeps these live shows. Going. Especially right now where I picked the worst possible time to do all this with the new studio in the backyard, and now we might not have a football season, or if we do, it's going to be a condensed one with only half the teams. And anyway, you guys have been very supportive, and I know that no matter what happens, you guys will be here and y'all will ride it out with me. If we end up having to wait, if something bad happens and we get no football, God forbid, I know you guys will be right here with me riding it out until next year. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to get some football this year. But big shout out to those of you that chose to support the show tonight with the PayPal. Bears, Cubs, Canes, Brian, RB Smata, Rattlehead, Gators Owned, Sleeta, Michael Reiser, and Richard D. Thank y'all so much. I really do appreciate it. It just means the world to me. I'm serious. And on the Super Chats tonight, we had Harrison Triplett, Celine Driver, James Roadhaver, Faux Nickel with a couple of Super Chats, Dennis Wilson, and Enrique Robles. Thank y'all so much. Everybody that stuck around to the end of the show tonight, like I said, the comment section is really what makes this show. Half the people you see typing in the comment section right now watch this show on mute. They're not here for me. They're here for you. So thank you for showing up tonight in the comments section. You guys are great. Neo, Pigskin Pete even stopped by. Lou's new studio has an account now. That's great. See, that's the kind of trolling I like. Rob Dog, Celine Driver, Law Tide one time. What's up, buddy? Will Thorogood. Kai, the tech guy. Good to see you in here, sir. Must be getting close to the football season. I'm starting to see a lot of people come around here over the last couple of weeks. I'm glad you all are making your way back to the channel. Not you, Kai. I know you're here a lot. I'm just saying in general. Matt Dummett, Tim Jones, Coffin, RB Smata, Celine Driver, Brian, Atypical Gump, Kevin Cook, Jeff Webster with a call in today. Drew Tube, RB Smata, Sleeta still here. Good to see you, sir. TikTok Chess Hall, ready for that mukbang challenge on the morning show next Tuesday, right, Chess? Y'all better tune in to the morning show next week. You should be tuning in every morning show, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday at 8 a.m. But even if you don't, you should tune in next Tuesday and see Chess Hall on video doing the Lutu Mukbang Challenge. He's going to see how many fortune cookies he can eat and read in a 10-minute period. James Roadhaver, thank you, sir. Blackhawk Central. Steve Pearson, thanks for coming in tonight, sir. Bama Marines in here. Wandered off of BVD's channel and found his way to LouTube. Good to see you in here, Bama Marine. Little Leon is here. Really appreciate all of you tuning in. Again, I wish I could remember who requested Descending, but I don't remember who it was. It was before the show even started, and I didn't play it because we were about to start the show, and the song is so long. But I love you guys. The next live show will be Thursday morning at 8 a.m. for the morning show. The next version of this show will be Thursday night, 10 p.m. Y'all have a good morning, and I'll see you again real soon.
Lou makes me so damn mad.
mistreating Uncle Lou.